all the products that ATOMY presents are very, very good. Even if you don't have to do the business, you're already saving some money and you're already like enjoying the better quality products. So in the next few slides, I'm going to explain about how you can earn incomes in ATOMY, right? That's the main goal for you staying for a few hours tonight, because you want to know how to make money in ATOMY. So before I do that, I'm going to explain, I'm going to read a quote from Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die, right? It's really hits my mind when I read the first time, because most of us were working full time. It's not wrong. You have a job that you are exchanging money, exchanging your time with money, you know, just to pay your bills. But you also have to find a way to make money while you're sleeping. Otherwise, you're going to keep working until you retire. And the sad reality is most people, after they retire, they keep going back to work because they cannot fulfill their needs, right? Everything is going more expensive nowadays, right? So the first slide I'm going to show you is a checklist. Before you jump into the business, you have to find what are the checklists in this company, right? We are talking about all the network marketing companies. First one is it legitimate? Is it a legal business, right? Is it registered in your countries, right? Before, like in Indonesia, some of my members, they ask me, is this business registered in the official registered network marketing business in Indonesia? Then yes, I checked it, it's there, right? But if we are in Canada, it's very, very legal, because as some of you that already earned commission, by the end of the year, the company will produce you a T4A statement, which is like an income that you have to report it by before April 31st as your income. So that's why it's very legal in Canada and as well around the world. And how is it with the ethics? If you have found CEO Hangil Park about sharing and mentioning, explaining about the company model, you will see how the company sees the people, how they value the members. They're not using these members as a tool for growing the business, right? And how they're paying the members, how they compensate them, right? It's very, very ethical. And how do they manage their members, their company? Like FinOut presentation is very good. They show how many members, how many employees for generating that a huge amount of sales, right? It must have a very good management ability. Otherwise, the company will not run with those small numbers of employees. And also, this is, I think, the most important part. Like, what are the items that the company is selling? FinOut already showing the whole bunch of great products. It's only like a few of them. And if you counted them, there are about 400, I think about more than 400 items in ATOMY Korea. And what are those items? Are those items that you don't usually use it every day? Let's say if it's a company, it's only selling like a juice, like a special type of juice. That kind of business is not going to last very long. Yes, it may be like a small trend going up, but once people get fed up and then they switch to another brand. But what are the products in ATOMY business? Those are the daily necessities, which is like toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo. Even the poorest people in the world, they still have to wash their hair. They still have to brush their teeth, right? So the item that the ATOMY company offers is all are the daily necessities products. And the compensation plan, I'm going to explain in the next few slides. And the expenses, is there any fee when you to join the ATOMY business, right? Some other company, they're going to charge you like a fee, even a small fee. At least there's some kind of fee. Even if there's no fee, they will disguise those fee into like a starter package. You know, before you join, you have to choose, do you want to be a silver member, a gold member, platinum member? If the platinum, you have to pay like $1,000 and you get 20 products or 10 products. Those are the expensive to enter the business. But in ATOMY, we all know that you don't pay any money to join, right? If there's a leader or if a sponsor asks you for money, you can report it to the ATOMY Canada, if you're in Canada, and they can be in trouble, right? There's zero expense to enter. And also to maintain, there's no maintenance fee. There's no monthly membership fee or monthly requirement that you have to purchase. There's nothing in ATOMY. But I know in other company, yes, in order for you to maintain your membership, you have to pay a small monthly fee. They call it a website fee, or they have like a drop ship. Like in the beginning, when you first join, you have to pick some of the products that they're gonna ship it automatically to your door, and they're gonna charge it to your credit card. That's called auto ship. In ATOMY, there's no such thing as auto ship. You only buy when you need it, when you want it. And what are the vision? The vision, like Vinod said, it's the company that's gonna stay over 100 years and more, right? We are not gonna survive with 3 to 5 years. We all know that the ATOMY has been founded in 2009, and it's been 11 years until now. And once the company that passed 5 years, that business is gonna stay even longer and longer and keep prolonging, right? And ATOMY is not a 10 years company, it's a 100 years vision company. And what are the fair chances for us to be successful in ATOMY? I'm gonna explain this in the next few slides. So the ATOMY business model is a mass-teach strategy. What is a mass-teach? Mass-teach is basically a mass product with a prestige quality. That's why we call it absolute quality products with an absolute affordable price. These products are at the highest quality, but it's at the lowest price so that everyone in this world can enjoy the products. Most of the highest end product, what's gonna cost you? Money, right? The more quality, the more money that you pay. But in ATOMY, it's vice versa, right? It's the highest quality, but it's the lowest price that we pay. That's why we call it absolute quality products at an absolute price. These are the marketing structure. Yes, first, there's no joining fee. Everyone is free to join, right? And there's no automatic reordering, or we call it auto ship. Even if you don't buy any product for 6 months, it's fine. You still maintain your membership, right? So there's no automatic reordering. You only order when you need it and when you want it. And there's no monthly fees to maintain your membership. And there's no annual fees. There's no renewal fees, something like that. In other company, yes, they charge you $79, $100, $150 every year just for you to renew your business, right? Because they call it as a business. Any business will have an expense. But in ATOMY, there's no such thing as annual or monthly fees. And the last one is there's no P fee flushing until your commission is received. What does this mean? In other company, when you don't make the commission on that period, let's say a month, that month, whatever the PV, the point value that you accumulated, will gonna be reset to zero, right? So most people in that company, they're gonna keep rushing, buying the products they don't need just to make that commission. Otherwise, those PV they already accumulated hardly within that month is gonna be flushed to zero. So they don't want to waste those things. They have to spend money that they not supposed to spend, right? That's wasting money. So what happened is they stock all the products in the garage because they cannot use it. And they cannot even sell it because most of the products are very, very expensive. Yes, they are high quality, but they're also very expensive. So nobody wants to buy, right? If they want to buy, they rather join themselves and buy it at cheaper price. Why do they should buy from him, right? So those are the PV that no PV flushing until your commission received. Most people make a commission after 1 or 2 months or 3 months. It's okay. So it depends how fast you want to earn the commission. It depends on yourself. If you have put all the effort to get the commission faster, yes, the commission will get it faster and faster. Some people, they get it after 6 months once they join. Like myself, I got my first commission after 2 months, right? Some people even get it in 3 weeks now. So everyone is different. So this is the most important part. Like if there's a PV flushing in this company, I will not be joining ATOMY the first time at all. I will not even trying the product, right? Maybe try the product because it's cheaper and better quality, but I'm not gonna wasted my time doing the business, because this is business. You have to invest your time and your effort. So no PV flushing until the commission is received is very, very important in this business. And what are the lineage system? These are all the network system in your ATOMY account. So we call it a binary system. What it means is you only have two legs. Yes, it's just like a human. We only have two legs. Some other company, they have 4 legs, 6 legs, or like a sunflower, like unlimited legs. But in ATOMY, we only doing a binary system, which is only left and right, or we call it line A for the left, line B for the right. And it's also unlimited level. It means you can have so many people under you. It doesn't matter how deep they're in. As long as they're under you, whenever they make the purchase, all the people above will benefit all the PVs, 100%. There's no prorated commission or PVs, right? So that's why we call it unlimited. It means you can go to 100 below you, 1,000, unlimited, you name it, right? And also our ID is a global ID. It means we are in Canada. We can also make the purchase in Singapore or in USA. And then when we make the purchase in that country, they have to ship it to that local address. You cannot make a purchase in USA and then you expect to ship it to Canada. No, it doesn't work that way. The global ID means your ID, you can enjoy all the product anywhere in the world within the 15 different countries. And soon it's going to be open in China and India. It's total about 17 different countries. You can enjoy all the product because every country has different store items. So let's say I'm in Canada. I want to make a purchase for my family in Indonesia, right? Like a gift. I want to buy them an absolute product. What I do, I just log into Indonesia website, log in using my ID because it's a global ID. It doesn't matter if you are registered in Canada, USA, you can log in Indonesia website. I make the purchase for the absolute product, send it to my family there. And then they receive it, they can enjoy it, right? That's the global ID. And also your ID is not limited only recruiting Canada ID, or if you're in USA, you only limited to USA account. No, you can have anywhere in the world whenever the ATOMY company already established in that countries. Yes, you can have those people in those countries assigned to your lineage. And it is a global business, right? And I think this slide, I prepared for my presentation back in April 2019. Back then, China and India, it wasn't, we were not able to register them as members. But as of April the 1st, China, you can register them into the ATOMY members as a consumer, right? But they won't be able to make any purchase yet, but you can put them into your lineage. And if you see here, China makes up about 18.5% of the world population, and India, that we also can register into the ATOMY members, they accountable for 17.7% of the world population. Just combine these two countries is already make up 1/3 of the world population. Imagine if you can have members in these two countries alone, and when they make a purchase of just toothbrush, right? Imagine how much PV you're getting every month, right? Not even every month, maybe every week, right? We also have in Canada, USA, Mexico, in the North America, and so many in the US, in the Asia, including the New Zealand here. It is a global business and it keeps growing. I think I heard Fino said about they're going to open in Turkey and UK, right? And Vietnam for the next one. Now I'm going back to the PV. I mentioned about the PV, which is called, mean a point value. It is a basis for determining your commission payment condition. PV can be earned by your own by your own purchase and by the partner or the downline purchases, right? For example, this one, all the products, like let's say the Absolute Skincare set, right? It has the PV of 130,000 PV, right? This is the highest PV that you can accrue in the ATOMY products in Canada. So let's say one of your downline purchased 130,000 PV. He or she will get that PV as a personal PV, and all the people above them will receive the same 130,000 PV as their group PVs, right? What are the group PVs? I'm going to explain later what it is for. And all the product, it carries the PVs alone. So some of the my members, they ask me, okay, Mike, how much is $1 for how much PV? So I said, it's not calculated like that. Some product has higher PV, some product has lower PV. So it's not really basically calculated per dollar basis, right? And how do you maintain your membership status? Once you register as an ATOMY member, you have 12 months as your membership. Whenever you make the first purchase, your membership will automatically get renewed for another 12 months. Let's say you join on the January 1st. You don't make any purchase until July the 1st. And at the July the 2nd, you make your first purchase. That means your membership got renewed from July 2nd on that day, 12 months going ahead. So it's very easy to remember. When was the last time you make the purchase? Then your membership is 12 months from that purchase going forward. What happened after 12 months, you don't make any purchase? Your membership will get terminated. So let's say you already have 100 members under you, right? And then you never make any purchase. What happened? You start from at the very bottom when you want to rejoin. So always remember, when was the last time you make the purchase? Always, it doesn't have to, there's no minimum purchase when you want to renew a membership. Once you make the purchase, even let's say one box of toothbrush, right? It's only $11 Canadian. You already renew your membership for another 12 months. And these are the three types of commission in ATOMY. The first one is a general commission. And the second one is mastership bonus. And the third one is center commission. The first one, general commission, is for everyone. So it doesn't require you any skill. All you have to do, use the product, open your mouth, and share to the people around you. You will make general commission. But for mastership bonus, that's why they call it bonus. When you're an employee or you work for someone else, right? You have to perform in order to get the bonus. You cannot just lay back at the office and then expect at the end of the year the bonus, because you don't perform, right? Same thing in ATOMY. Mastership bonus only for people who are really doing ATOMY wholeheartedly, like they're learning, they're plugging to the system. Those are the people that can advance to the mastership bonus. But for main consumer, they can make general commission regardless, as long as they just use the product and share it to the people around them. So the first one, how do you get the general commission? First, you must have your personal PV at 10,000 PV minimum. How much is 10,000 PV? 2 boxes of toothbrush is already 10,000 PV. That's about $22 Canadian. Once you already have 10,000 PV as your personal PV, now you can accumulate the PV under you. Imagine if you have left leg and right leg, when they make the purchase, if your personal PV already at 10,000 PV, yes, you can accrue those PVs, accumulated those PV under you. But if your PV is only, let's say 5,000 PV, no, you cannot accumulate those PV. That's why it's very important when you join, or when you have a new member join, tell them you have to make the first 10,000 PV, right? It doesn't matter what products, maybe like a shampoo, about 3,500, and then another product. Just make up 10,000 PV and then you're set. Even if you want to do it business later, as long as you have to, the 10,000 PV, you can accumulate it, all the PVs under you. And the general commission is paid out weekly, but they are counted daily. So within a week, there are 7 days. We cut off the Sunday, because Sunday there's no period for paying out the commission. So you only have 6 days. Within that 6 days, how many times in that week you earn the commission? How many times that you get 300 on the left, how much, and 300 on the right, and they calculate it daily, right? And at every Tuesday, they're gonna pay out that commission. This is the commission structure for the general commission. First, at the 10,000 PV, when you're right and left, at 300,000 PV, you get 5 points. How much is 5 points? It's more and less about $25 Canadian or US, or wherever you are, right? And you start making more purchase, and then you start buying him or him, and then you finally you reach at 300,000 PV as your personal. Same thing, your group still at 300 left, 300 right. This time you get 15 points. How much is 15 points? It's about $70, more or less, right? It keeps going down, 700, 1.5, and the maximum personal PV that you can accumulate is at 2.4 million PV. So what happened after 2.4? You're not gonna benefiting anymore. So what happened? You just use your downline's ID to make the purchase. So if you're already at 2.4 million, and then let's say your group is already big enough to make 50 million PVs every day, both left and right legs, you earn 300 points. How much is that? It's about $1,500 commission. This is daily. So imagine if you can get this every day, 1,500, that's about 40 to 50,000 a month. And remember on the second slide, I mentioned about the fair system or fair chance. This is the fair ceiling cap system. I'm gonna explain the first one here. This is a traditional MLM model. Like this is like the most, I think all of them, they call it pyramid, right? But don't look at the pyramid because everything is pyramid. Even if you work at the corporate, everything, there's a CEO, there's a director, right? Managers and the supervisor is a pyramid, right? But in the network marketing, they call it traditional MLM model because why? Only on the top people, it's about 1% of those people who joined early or who started early when the company started. Those are the people that will make the most money. So those people at the very bottom, they only dream one day they're gonna be like them, be like the 1% on the top, but eventually they're not going to be like them because the more you're getting higher and higher, those people at the 1% getting even higher, right? Because it's a pyramid. There's no limit on the top. It's keep going up and up, right? But what is the ATOMY model? ATOMY model has a ceiling. That's why you see a flat ceiling on the top. So once you have the maximum commission payout, how much was it? $1,500 commission as a general commission payout. That's it. You will not get more than 1,500 a day, right? Is that a lot? It's up to you, right? If you think this is not a lot, 1,500 a day, then this ATOMY business is not for you, right? But for me, that's very lot, right? 1,500 a day. Imagine if you wake up seeing 1,500 a day coming to your account. That's beautiful life, right? The next slide will be the fair ceiling cap system. This is, for example, this is you. You just started today, right? At the very, very bottom. And at the very high, at the very top, at the ceiling, at 1,500 per day, people already run the ATOMY business 7 years ago. They're almost there, right? That's about 80%, almost to the top. But people 2 years ago, maybe they start at the middle. 5 years ago, 1 month ago. So everyone is different. But eventually, where we're gonna end, we're gonna end at the top, at the 1,500 per day ceiling. So it doesn't matter how fast or how slow that you are doing the business, as long as you keep sharing the product, you keep using it, and then you keep sharing to the people around you, eventually you will make it to the top. How much is it? 1,500 per day, right? Of course, if you give up, you're not gonna make to the top, right? But if you don't give up, you eventually will be there. That's why I always tell my member, we'll see you at the top, because if we keep doing the business, one day we're gonna be there, right? So do not race with the other people because you're only racing for yourself. The next one is Mastership bonus. Remember when I said bonus, this is not for everyone. This is only for people who are doing the business wholeheartedly. There are 7 different kinds of Mastership in ATOMY. The first one, if you see at the very bottom, is a sales master. Once you become a sales master, you go to the next Mastership, is the Diamond Master, Sharon Rose Master, Star Master, Royal Master, Crown Master, and the very top, Imperial Master. So how much is a sales master making? If you maintain your sales master within that month, you will make about 2,000 to 4,000 a month. How much is Diamond Master? It's about 4,000 to 8,000 a month when you maintain your Diamond Master Mastership. Sharon Master is about 10,000. Star Master is about 20,000. Royal Master 30,000, Crown Master about 40,000 a month, Imperial Master makes about 50,000 a month. How do you become Sales Master? So within a month, there are 2 periods. So from 1st to 15, and then the next period will be 16 to 31st, or whatever the end of the month. So within that period, let's say we pick 1 to 15 on that month, on April. If you're able to accumulate 2.5 million PV on the left and 2.5 million PV on the right, you automatically become a Sales Master. But one condition, your personal PV has to be at 700,000. Then you become the Sales Master. What happened after you become Sales Master the first time? You get the promotion bonus, which is the Hemohim and evening care. And I think skincare stick is replaced with another item, right? This is an old slide. And the next slide, how do you become a Diamond Master? On that period, remember, every month you have 2 periods, 1 to 15, 16 to 31st. If you can have 2 Sales Master on the left, 2 Sales Master on your right leg, you get and you become a Diamond Master with condition of your personal PV at 1.5 million. Then at the first time you become a Diamond Master, you get the 1 Hemohim, 1 evening care, and the skincare stick that replaces with another thing, and 1 tablet. I'm not gonna go over after Diamond Master because it's pretty much the same thing. Sharon Rose, you have to have 2 diamond on the left, 2 diamond on the right, right? And the third commission in Atomy is center commission. When you have your own center, the company will provide about 6% to help your center. What does the center do? The center support the company to educate the members and to help the members to grow in the business. We all here are from the Toronto Success Center, which is at 55 Doncaster at Yonge and Steeles. So we can support the company, right? By how? By making the group purchase under the, whenever we make the purchase, that goes part to that center. And we also can educate the members. They have the product days before and this kind of meetings every Tuesday. We educate the members about the product, about the system, about the company, right? About the compensation plan. We help the members to grow in Atomy business. Because in Atomy, if you want to succeed in the business, you don't have to be the specialized in the network marketing. You can have 0 skills and you start using the product and keep sharing. And then by the time you're attending the Zoom meeting, product day, seminar, when they have the seminar later, you can educate yourself, right? To grow with the business. These are the success system that we all want to succeed in Atomy. It's very simple. You don't have to build your own system. The company already make the success system for you to grow with the business to succeed in Atomy. So the first one is the seminar. Like I know in Canada, we have once, maybe twice a month, online seminar right now, but before they have every month. And then we have the Success Academy. It's a big event, like the whole day, about 8 to 10 hours. So they have that before, right? Because of this coronavirus, they make everything online. So join all those online seminar, right? What does it do to you? It helps you to know more about the company, know more about the vision of the company. The Education Center, which is the center that we have, the Toronto Success Center, right? This kind of meeting today that we all here right now, this is hosted by the Education Center, Toronto Success Center. We can all learn together to grow in the business. And the last one is a website called CH Atomy. This is the website that you all should go. Right? If you're in USA, when you go there, you just pick the country to USA. If you're in Philippines, you just change the country to Philippines. And all the languages will become their own language, right? And all the videos, either they have the subtitle or the sub in their own, the audio sub in their own language. This is a very, very powerful tool for us to learn because you cannot all rely to your sponsor to educate you 24/7. But what you do, you educate yourself through the CS Atomy, right? So this is my last slide. My last word for you is ATOMY business is a journey. It's not a race. It's a journey. You enjoy every moment, and then you race yourself. You're not racing for somebody else, right? You're not racing against somebody else. You're racing against yourself. If you want to be Imperial Master in 10 years, make your set of goals. What are you going to do in the next month, next week, in order to achieve every mastership in ATOMY? If you don't care about the mastership, yes, you can make general commission. All you have to do is just open your mouth to everyone close by. Thank you, everyone.